Welcome to my channel Health and Beauty. I hope all of you are fine and enjoying a good health by the grace of Allah. So in the previous video we talked about the vitamins, its introduction, classification and the benefits. So today we are further discussing about water soluble vitamins. So for this, let's start the video. First of all, I have already told you in the previous video that there are different kind of water soluble vitamins, and I will define it. Vitamins are B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9 and B12 and C, vitamin C. So these are all the water soluble vitamins, and their names are also mentioned in the other column. First of all, we'll talk about vitamin B1. It is also called Anti Beri-Beri factor. Beri-Beri is a disease, so it is Anti Beri-Beri factor, anti neurotic factor, and also Aneurin. It is colorless basic organic compound composed of a sulfated pyrimidine ring. All living organisms use thiamine, but it is synthesized only in bacteria, fungi and plants. Contains sulfur and nitrogen group, destroyed by alkaline and heat. B1 is important in producing energy from carbohydrates, proper nerve function, stabilizing the appetite, promoting growth and good muscle tone, ATP production. So B1 is very important. Now we'll discuss about the sources through which food we can get B1 vitamin. These are fish, liver, legumes, nuts, whole grains or enriched breads and cereals. The daily requirement is also mentioned that for men they have to take 1.3 milligram of B1 vitamin, thiamine. For women, they can contain 1 milligram per day. Pregnant and lactating women, they should contain the B1 vitamin 2 mg per day. And children are required 1.1 mg daily. I have also, as you can see in the picture, I have shown it, that sources of vitamin B1 are fortified bread, some of the cereals, lean meat, milk, egg, cauliflower, flaxseed and potatoes. Now we'll talk about the deficiency. If there is a deficiency of B1 vitamin, then what it will cause. So it will cause the loss of appetite, weakness and feeling tired, insomnia, loss of weight, depression, heart and gastrointestinal problems. These are the different deficiencies. If you have deficiency of B1 vitamin, you can have these problems. In the picture it's also defined. Symptoms are, there are the symptoms of different problems. If you have B1 deficiency, you can have dry beriberi problem, wet beriberi problem, brain abnormalities, infantile beriberi. Now we can discuss about the sources of B2. So there is another vitamin which is called B2. Large amounts of B2 contains in these different foods: dairy products, eggs, meats, small amount in leafy green vegetables and enriched grains. And venison, the meat from a deer, it is also a good source of B2. Yogurt, soya beans, milk, cremini mushrooms, spinach and goat milks. You can also see the pictures that these are animal products, some of the plant products through which you can gain B2 vitamin. Now we'll talk about B2 daily requirement. There is a graph through which I have defined few values. For men, 1.5 mg of B2 is enough per day. For women, 1.2 milligram per day is enough. Pregnant and lactation mothers can have 2 to 2.3 milligram per day. They should contain B2 vitamin. Children, 1.3 mg. If you have the deficiency of B2 vitamin, you can have these problems: itching and burning eyes, cracks and sores in mouth and lips, bloodshot eyes, dermatitis, oily skin, digestive disturbances. Some of the deficiency symptoms are defined in the picture also. You can see that. Now we'll talk about B3, niacin and niacinamide. This is B3 vitamin and it is also water soluble vitamin. Vitamin B3 is also known as niacin or nicotinic acid. It is essential for metabolism of carbohydrates, protein and fats. It is a colorless, water soluble, solid derivative of pyridine with a carboxyl group at the 3 positions. Important in the B3 vitamin is very important in energy production, maintenance of skin and tongue, improves circulation, maintenance of nervous system, health of the digestive tract. There are 2 types of B3 vitamin. One is called niacinamide. It does not regulate cholesterol. Niacin, which is also called nicotinic acid, highly toxic in large doses. Inositol hexanicinate is a supplement that gives the cholesterol regulation without high toxicity. In this picture you can also see some of the primary natural sources of vitamin B3, which includes few fruits, cereals and nuts, meat, dairy products and eggs and fish. Now we'll talk about the sources of vitamin B3. Niacin. Avocado is a good source of vitamin B3. Broccoli, tomatoes, dates, mushrooms, pumpkin seeds, spinach. The daily requirement of B3 niacin could be, for the men, 17 milligram, for the women 13 milligram, pregnant and lactation mothers 12 to 15 milligram, and for children it's 15 milligram. There is another picture. You can see top 10 foods highest in vitamin B3 niacin. Now we'll talk about the deficiency of B3. If you have B3 vitamin deficiency in your body, then you can have few problems and diseases. Pellagra. This disease caused by B3 deficiency, rare in Western societies. Another problem is gastrointestinal disturbance, loss of appetite, and headache, insomnia, mental depression, fatigue, aches and pains, nervousness and irritability. Few of the diseases are also mentioned in the picture given. Now we'll talk about B6, Pyridoxine. Vitamin B6 refers to a group of chemically very similar compounds which can be interconverted in biological system. B6 is part of the vitamin B complex group and it's active from pyridoxal 5-phosphate. Serves as a cofactor in many enzymes reactions in amino acid, glucose and lipid metabolism. It is white crystalline substance soluble in water and alcohol. B6 is important in production of red blood cells, conversion of tryptophan to niacin, immunity, nervous system functions, and it is also important in reducing muscle spasms, cramps, and numbness, maintaining proper balance of sodium and phosphorus in the body. Now we'll talk about the sources of vitamin B6, which are milk, fish, vegetables, beans, eggs, peanuts, sunflower seeds, etc. The requirement for B6 vitamin is also mentioned. For men it's 14 to 50, 1.3 milligram per day. The age is also mentioned. The men 50 plus 1.7 milligram per day. For women age 14 to 18, 1.2 milligram per day, and for women for age 19 to 50, they should contain 1.3 mg per day. And for the women which are age 50 plus, they should contain 1.5 milligram per day. Few of the foods which are high in vitamin B6, they are also mentioned in the picture. Now we'll talk about B6 deficiency. If you have B6 vitamin deficiency, you can have several problems and diseases. Nervousness, insomnia, loss of muscle control, muscle weakness, arm and leg cramps, water retention, skin lesions. You can also check few of the diseases in the picture. Now we'll talk about B12. Cobalamin. Vitamin B12 is complex organ matrix compound called as cobalamin, which is cobalt containing porphyrin. It is water soluble vitamin. It is essential for production of RBCs. It improves concentration, memory and balance. It promotes growth and increase appetite, and it is very important in proper nerve function, production of red blood cells, metabolizing fats and proteins, prevention of anemia, DNA reproduction and energy reproduction. Now we'll talk about the sources through which we can get vitamin B12. There are some foods which are very rich in vitamin B12. It's also mentioned in the pictures, as you can see. Few of the sources I will read them. Meat, shellfish, milk, cheese, eggs, etc. If you have deficiency of B12 vitamin, you can have these problems: anemia, nerve damage, hypersensitive skin. I hope viewers, this information is very helpful for you, and thank you so much for watching my video, and don't forget to thumbs up my video. Stay healthy and stay beautiful.